So, excuse me. So this is my first Salem game that I'm uploading. Salem's been available in the arsenal, I think since that feature was added. It's 240,000 coal. I get the question a lot when people see it in the game, how did you get it? So here's my quick story. I was up to about 130,000 coal, and I bought some of the Go Navy containers. The Go Navy containers each give you 10 tokens for the Eagles and the Sharks. I then took those tokens and bought Eagle and Shark containers, and each of those containers gave me 450 coal. Excuse me. So the coal added up really quick. Plus there was in the Eagles versus Sharks, there's a way to get some additional containers. Plus I've been taking my daily containers and getting some coal from there. So make a long story short, I used the coupon for the ship. It dropped the coal amount needed from 240 to 180, and that's how I did it. Why did I get it? I don't know. I'm obviously an American. Obviously. America. And I'm a big fan of the Des Moines, and Des Moines has kind of grown on me. This is kind of an interesting engagement here. So yes, you do lose a little AA on this. It's not really worth talking about though, and you'll see why. I think in this game RCV was a little bit outclassed by theirs, at least if you go by the stats. And you can see in this engagement he's going after RCV's planes, and I'm getting a couple of his planes. I don't know if RCV intentionally locked him up or not, but as you can see, RCV loses all of his fighters, and in return, I wipe out both of these squadrons. And the CV captain, the red CV captain, is a little salty in chat. He says, "What the actual fuck?" Which is kind of funny. Nice hack, you shithead. I don't think he realized what happened. Yeah, see, he doesn't realize. He's saying fighters are dead, but planes are still falling out of the sky. He doesn't realize the Salem was there. I was spotted. Matter of fact, I was running my guns hot, and I was shooting at the Des Moines. And yeah, somebody just chimed in and he doesn't realize he was within 7 kilometers of me. He thinks he wasn't within 10 kilometers, but needless to say, the Salem ate some planes. Let's see. A's complaining about broken AA. So we got a pretty heavy push on this flank actually, and our Gearing and our Cleveland do some questionable things here. This Gearing smokes up, and he goes in on a YOLO torp run on a Des Moines. This Cleveland, I mean, I'm basically trying to do the same thing as him, hide behind an island and fire over it, but he's kind of in the kind of gets in the way there. The enemy team has a Yamato, a Missouri, and I believe it was a Henry over there. Yeah. So they got a pretty strong force over here, and a Moskva, it looks like. Is that a Moskva? No. So anyways, our Gearing splits the gap, shoots the gap, and does a crazy YOLO torp rush on the Des Moines, and it actually works. Our Cleveland then goes through the gap to get, of course, to take advantage of the smoke. That leaves me in kind of an awkward position here. There is a DD out on the eastern side who is spotting and harassing and rando torping our Grossovoy over there. And yes, I'm in a division with a Grossovoy, and there's actually a few other guys from our clans here, and they're also in a Grossovoy, a Worcester, and a Missouri. So there's actually 5 of us in this game, although 3 of them did spawn on the other side. And here's where it gets a little interesting. So, boom. This Missouri and this Yamato push this flank, and of course, you'll notice that we did lose our gearing. I'm not sure who got them. I'm guessing the radar from the Missouri, because there was a radar up. So I am really having a Brown Shorts moment right now. I'm trying to do my best on this Missouri. I know I'm going to go down here. I am going to do as much damage as I possibly can. I got double fires. I'm not really worried about the fires because the one of the Salem's marketing points is its semi-super heal. So I know that, and as you can see on the indicator, I can heal back a fair amount of my damage right now. So I'm not worried about these 2 fires. I am worried about being broadside to a Yamato and a Missouri. We were lucky enough to kind of really chip that Missouri down, but the moment this Yamato came around the corner, yeah, it's not good. And to make things even worse, on the mini-map, you'll notice that there is a Des Moines that just popped up in B. RDD managed to hit the Yamato with some torps. He did a fair amount of damage to him. And again, at this point, being in a very precarious position, knowing that he's going to really eat me up with that AP, I am really just at this point committed to doing as much damage as I can. I'm using AP. He's kind of broadside. Not the best angle, but also not the worst. And unfortunately for me, I'm getting ready to go broadside to a Des Moines, and I start getting hit by the Des Moines right there. I'm lucky he doesn't do a whole lot of damage to me. He's firing AP, so yeah. I'm literally 1 salvo away from dying, and I managed to get an angle and get turned out slightly. That doesn't mean he's not going to wipe me out. And he's still firing AP. I managed to tuck behind this island. At the same time, the Yamato burns down to one of my fires. So, yeah. I don't know what to say. Do have a heal left that's going to give me about probably 40% of my health. So I pop that. Now this is a little odd. Keep in mind, this Des Moines had my broadside. Well, I didn't even know he was there. And when I come around the island after using a heal, he's actually got his guns facing somewhere else, and he's not showing me or paying me any respect. And yeah, just like the Des Moines, Salem can punish a broadside ship. It has identical AP. I believe all the stats are identical as far as HE, AP, pens, pen angles, and damage. So, yeah. Full health Des Moines, who is hiding in the center of the map, is literally a 6,000 health ship now. He looks like he used his heal. The Des Moines does not have the same heal that I have. I think, and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody actually watches this video, but I think heals can heal 10% of citadel damage. I believe that's the number. I believe the Salem can heal 50%. And you see his division mate and a Yu Yang, and they are division mates, trying to smoke him up. Unfortunately for him, I snag a fire right before he goes undetected. So, second kill, good damage count, 144k. That's good in a Des Moines, that's good in a Salem, so I'll take that any day of the week. Now, me and my division mate in the Grosavoy are still dealing with this gearing that's kind of been annoying over here, as well as a salvo that goes in on that Henry and finishes him off. So, yeah. The Essex is absolutely raging in the cage in chat. I'm not gonna say too much because I've been there, done that, and do it on a regular basis, I think. But so at this point, it's me and the Grosavoy. The Cleveland has no intentions of helping us. He's already scooting into the middle to go grab a cap. I don't recall that Cleveland being... Is it a Cleveland there? Let me see. Oh, that's a Henry. I'm sorry. I don't even know where he was, but basically all the ships that started off over here, the Cleveland and the Gearing, are gone. Our Montana, if you look up at my team pane in the upper left-hand corner, we have a full health Montana that started off at our spawn area, so on the eastern flank. At the beginning of the map, or the beginning of the game, he literally turned around and started sailing to the west side. He's now at the west side, so he has spent literally 12 minutes in the game and has done absolutely nothing as far as I'm concerned. He didn't support us, he left us, so that allowed the Missouri and the Yamato to push really, really hard into us. We had absolutely no battleship support. I don't believe we had a battleship over here at all once he left. We have a Henry ramming another ship, so we've been able to keep the points lead and the ship count lead. At this point, my Grosavoy is trying to hunt down the Gearing, and we're going to have a little bit more salt thrown around in a minute. I'm not sure what this Gearing did for damage. At this point he has no kills, but I'm not really sure what he's done for damage. But he gets pretty salty in the chat. And unfortunately one of the guys from my clan also goes down. He was in the Missouri, and he is rocking a pink status. We got guys going into B, dying, so I'm trying to tell the team that we don't need to go in B. Very, very, very common mistake. People, I don't know what it is, people feel they need to do something, they need to get points, they need to get kills, and they push into caps that, and or areas that we don't need, that don't really serve any purpose. Like right now we got two caps. Pushing and dying in B, pushing into and or dying in B is just a waste of a ship, and we could have used that battleship somewhere else, but you know, my clanmate did it. I'm sure that wasn't his intention, but you see this very common and random. You know, you'll have a decent lead and all of a sudden, boom, you're down. You've lost 3 ships in a matter of 30 seconds because people just couldn't let a cap go, or couldn't stop chasing a ship, or chose to push into a DD, or insert potato moment here. I think the CV is behind this island. I earlier in the game I saw some planes going over here, so, and right about now I realize that those planes are coming from a much further distance, so excuse me. I thought I was going to be slick, and I was hoping I would catch this CV over here, but no. All I'm catching right now is some AP and being detected. Excuse me. I do manage to spot the Grosavoy, who is broadside to me, and that means one thing and one thing only. So I immediately turn out. My belief is that he just torqued me, and at the same time, the full health gearing appears behind me and starts spamming me with HE, which is what gearings do. High rate of fire, good fire chance, not somebody I really want to be dealing with, so I'm going to continue on my way. And speaking of the devil, Grosavoy torps passed harmlessly. The Grosavoy did go down. I believe the Montana, who, remember, just a little bit ago was full health, is now at about 30% health and has one kill, which is like 600 damage to the Grosavoy that I chunked pretty heavily before he went out of view. So we have the gearing behind us, we have an Edinburgh and the red CV, and that is it. And right now we got a couple ships advantage, 2-ship advantage, and we have a good 300-400 point lead, 350 maybe. So for the most part, I think this game is wrapped up. But there's still more damage to be done, and like to secure another kill, whether it's the Edinburgh or the CV. At this point, I don't expect I'll catch the CV. I have no clue where he is. It looked like the planes were coming from this general direction, but he could be in the corner, and it might take me a while to detect him. I think I typed in chat asking the CV to spot him. The CV is, well, I'll be honest, other than the initial engagement where I shot down the red CV's fighters, I haven't really seen any planes from our team. I've seen them on the mini-map, but they haven't been in the vicinity of me. So, CV is sitting here, and we fire a nice AP salvo, whack him for 12k, and then immediately do a 7,000 damage HE salvo and get 2 fires while eating a torpedo from the Edinburgh. I forgot about him. I should have been changing my speed and direction a little bit more often, and of course he pops up and starts hammering me with AP. I do manage to finish the CV off. My guess is and I believe, it's hard to tell, we get Confederate and high caliber on that. We activate Admiral Halsey's little perk, which is a lower concealment, I believe. Wait, no, it is a higher rate of fire. Lower concealment comes with a double strike, and I've done that in another video with the Des Moines. I actually had both in the same game, so yeah. Sitting on 189,000. The DD was taken out and is having a salty conversation with my division mate right now, who apparently he isn't very happy about. Didn't really get the gist of that during the game. After the game, my division mate made some comments about how the dude was basically just bitching and moaning. So, good game. Got 640 points. I destroyed 15 modules, which was a task. I won the battle for 80 points. I destroyed 4 ships for 160 points, and I got a few heroic achievements. So that gave me 240 points there. So 12,000 XP, 190k, 4 kills, 7 citadels, 1 cap. I'll take that. That's always kind of cool. Did shoot down 11 planes. Dreadnought, high caliber, and Confederate. Great game. Base XP was 2819. 3 of my clan mates are right below me. 3 of us have over 2,000 base XP. We've got 50-ish planes shot down between us, and the majority of the ships. I don't have the detailed screen. I kind of screwed that up, but Here's my Captain XP and credits, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.